guys, and welcome to Anywhere in Australia. This is going to be our first episode of the YouTube series that we want to build. It's something that I wanted to do now for a really long time, just because we get out and about and we do some fun stuff. And yeah, so here it is, episode 1. So I'm Dean, this is my wife Renee, our kids Maya and Olivia. You're going to be seeing a lot of them. So what you're going to see in this TV series is a lot of like mountain hiking, adventures, a bit of four-wheel driving, a bit of bike riding, and anything else that kind of comes our way. We just kind of go wherever the wind blows us. So a little bit more of a background of what we're actually doing. We are traveling Australia full-time for a year and a half minimum until, you know, Maya might want to go to school. Yeah, we want to just take our time going from town to town and just going and checking out all the stuff there is to do in the area. So whether that be go look for a waterfall or come camping out here in the desert and just have a campfire, no matter where we are, we're going to try to just fit in and do what locals do, go see the local stuff. At the moment of filming this, we're actually in Alice Springs. We'll get to why we're out here, but we're down the Finke track at the moment, just doing a fuel stop for Callum Norton. He's a fellow motocross rider. We used to race against each other, and we went for dinner last night with David Walshin himself, and he was going to come down and pre-run by himself. So we said, bugger that, we'll come down and we'll do a fuel stop for you. And he's out here testing. He's doing a couple of runs on the whoops at the moment, so it's pretty cool to see how fast he's going. So I used to race motocross full time. I recently retired, and you know, traveling was my second highest value. So we thought, bugger it, let's just pack up and go travel Australia, check it all out. Because when I was racing, or we would just travel the country, and we'd just go flat out from one track to the airport, back home. We didn't actually see too much. We were just flat out traveling. So now we get to relax a little bit. I can crack a cold beer because I'm retired, and I can go do some fun stuff like this, you know what I mean? Like, we didn't have anything to do today, so we thought we'll just come down the Finke track. So yeah, we're going to travel full time. We have a base station, and I carry one bike. I have a KTM 300 EXC, sponsored by KTM Australia, so thank you to those guys for helping me. And we have a 79 series Toyota Land Cruiser that we get around in. Obviously you need something pretty tough to tow the base station.
If we're looking this time last year, it would be very hard to believe that we're doing exactly what we're doing right now. This time last year we were busy getting ready for Dean to race the MX Nationals.
So those people that don't know, like I said, I used to race full time, and then I had an accident. I broke my back pretty bad, and from that moment on I decided the racing's done, definitely. And that was the big change in our lives, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a real turning point. Initially, you know, we were kind of caught off guard with it because it was an accident, not a really thought out planned retirement. So what we did was we went home, and I basically just expanded my coaching business, took on some more clients, because I've been doing it just on and off. Obviously Dean's racing took priority. So I did that full time, and in the background while Dean was off injured, he set up a small pressure washing business. He set up stumps, and we tried to live the suburbia lifestyle. So we rented a house, and you know, Dean was running his business and working really long hours. I was running mine from home, and then we had a nanny helping out with the kids. But the problem that we found was that we just never got enough time together. And I'm sure so many of you out there can relate to just that feeling of, you know, rushing out the door and coming back and not actually getting to see each other. And we just basically realized it wasn't for us. So we did a really awesome exercise, what it is that we love the most. And then we sat down and went, okay, well, how can we build a life around this? Just got planning on how we can make it happen. Pretty much just within a week had our whole setup sitting in our backyard at home, and off we went.
Then we're at the fuel stop, so
here we are.
We'll get him all fueled up, and we'll get on with it. We'll keep talking. You're waiting there.
Yeah, I thought I'll
mate.
Yeah, I reckon.
Yep.
Bowie?
Hey,
There you go.
what's going on?
Happening. How are ya? What's going on, Bowie? Yeah, well, how you travelling?
Yeah, not too bad.
Alright.
Got dragged out here to do some fuel dumps.
Yeah. See what it's all about.
Yeah.
How far you been down?
120.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah, it's not.
You rode down or you just riding back?
Rode down as well. Yeah, that was good.
You're gonna have enough, I reckon.
Reckon we'll be sweet, eh? Wouldn't use that too much coming to you. You boys doing some sessions through here?
Yeah,
eh?
this section.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. You went going down. You went down yesterday or something, did you? Though?
Yeah, we went to Finke back yesterday.
Yeah, perfect. That's good.
Easy day this year, eh?
Yeah.
It's like a highway. So it's
Jeez,
no
quick. Real quick.
Yeah, what we were just saying when we got interrupted there was just how beautiful it is here in Alice Springs. I had never been out here and I was really surprised, although they did say this is probably the greenest it's been for a very long time because they had rain right before we got out here. But man, the landscape out here is just spectacular. So yeah, we've got heaps of footage that we're going to chuck in here and show you, but we have been doing a bit of exploring on our days off already. We've been out to Simpson's Gap.
Yep.
And
Stanley Chasm.
Stanley Chasm, yeah.
We've been, where else have we done? We've been out camping just out here on the Finke track.
Yep.
So just in the middle of nowhere actually, which was really cool.
Yeah.
And we just swagged it. Camped under the stars. First time for the girls, and I think also Renee.
Yeah.
I've done quite a bit of swag in my
Yeah.
time, but not for a few years, so that was cool.
Yeah, and we found just a random mountain up here actually that we decided to take the girls up and climb, which they absolutely love. Maya, our eldest, is a real climber, so she was really excited to climb up the mountain and quite good with all the rocks actually. It almost forms steps like just naturally, which is really cool. So some spectacular views up there. And yeah, where to next?
Well, on the weekend, I'm going on a tour down to Finke and back with a tour group. A guy that I know, and he helped me when I was out here 11 years ago for a race. That's what he does now. So he invited me along. I thought that'd be really cool. A bit of a boys' weekend out. I think we throw like an overnight bag and a swag in the truck, and you get down the other end and you camp up through the night, have a few beers or whatever, and then we come back the next day. So that'd be really cool. I've ridden the Finke track down to the 180k mark and back. For those of you who don't know how long it is, I think it's about 220 to 240. So it'd be really cool to actually see the other end of it as well, and do it there and back. So that's what I'm up to.
Yep.
And then yeah, we're just going to do whatever comes about. We'll just try to do all the touristy stuff around here.
I think for us, we've found in experimenting prior with holidays and travel and different things, when we try and plan it and you get too fixed on different ideas, I feel like you miss out on opportunities. And so some of the most spectacular times and experiences we've had have actually been completely unplanned and just off the cuff. So kind of how we like to roll. So I don't know where we're going to be or what we're going to be showing you, but all we know is that we're going to have some fun, we're going to see some sights, and we can't wait to bring you guys along for the ride. And I get to show you a little bit about the other side of Team Ferris, because most of the people that know us as Team Ferris kind of know us as kind of bits,
Yeah.
I don't know, straight or
Yeah,
boring.
a bit square. I think they say it. And I probably, we probably were. Like when we were racing, we were very serious. We were a good team, but we were all about just, hang on. Oh yeah, Callum was just waiting for us. He's just across the road where the track goes. Checking everything's okay. Sweet. So,
Whoa. Bit rough here on this road here.
So yeah, it was very serious for me, for Fanny. Let's go check out how he went.
Oh, how'd you go?
Oh yeah, we went over.
Fire, you must have been on it.
Mate, I was giving it the berries. It was on the borderline of being a bit sketch.
Yeah.
Because that road there is like so choppy.
Yeah. That was unreal. Yeah, I was trying to go and then I seen you.
Yeah, we got minutes of footage on the iPhone.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. That was great. I was trying to give the bike as much as it could. You were still there. I'm like, oh, classic.
Yeah, but that thing's pretty quick.
Yeah.
For a cruiser.
Yeah, it's awesome.
How'd your tyre hang in?
Yeah, it started to go just before that.
You could feel it.
Just literally not long before we sort of separated. I had, not a moment, but it slid a bit on me, and I'm like, yeah, I can. Just on the sand, like on the hard pack it's okay, but
yeah,
on the sand it really goes.
They don't break real good, eh?
No, you gotta like really early,
Yeah.
otherwise you're over, and it's got no grip.
Even that tyre on my EXC, I come out here,
yeah,
and I'm like, oh yeah, start braking, and just
full straight.
takes
Yeah,
off. I'm like,
yeah. Takes a bit of pulling up, and you don't realise how quick you're going sometimes, and then
fuel you have still heat.
still heat. Yeah, and this side it comes right down those tanks. The other side,
Yeah.
holds a couple of litres in the bottom there. That's nice. It was awesome. Thanks, Ace, for that.
Yeah, no, that was good to watch actually.
Yeah, no.
I couldn't watch too much when we were alongside you,
Yeah,
but
you sort of concentrating.
I was concentrating because it was like,
Yeah, pretty tough going.
yeah,
Just as hard as
can't
riding.
actually say on video how fast I was going, but
Yeah.
pretty fast.
Yeah, quick enough.
Hang on, what happened?
No, stop it.
Did you lose your car in Kyogle? What are you doing, Ben? What's this called?
Dead bug.
Here we go now.